Good afternoon, Commandos. I'm Tony Philly.
And I'm Kayla Jones.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Commando Briefing.
We hope you all had a great homecoming week, and do not forget tonight is the homecoming game.
But it's not always the football game that draws all the attention. The band also performs at football games.
Do you ever wonder how the band picks their performances?
I have no clue. So, we wanted to talk to Dr. Phillips about it.
So what is the show this year, sir?
We're doing the music of Elton John.
Alright, sir. Why those songs? Why Elton John?
Well, I knew that this was going to be his farewell tour here, and I found some of his songs that were published for marching band that were not the ones probably that everybody else would think about doing. I thought it was kind of a unique opportunity to do that and correlate it with that farewell tour he's going to be doing.
What have you done in previous years compared to like this year? Like what did you do instead of Elton John previously?
Well, Hendersonville Band, we usually do things that our crowd can enjoy, that they know. So we've done things like Earth, Wind and Fire Show. We did one of Music of Liv Warfield. We've done one of the Beatles. We did Music of Queen one year. So we try to pick groups and artists that do things that people are sort of familiar with. But yet the music's challenging, so it's good for competitions we go to, but it's also stuff that John Q. Public can relate to also.
Alright. Do you think it's going to be more challenging this year in comparison to previous years?
Not really. I mean, not as far as the show itself. The main challenge is we have quite a few more newer folks, ninth graders and stuff, so we have a few more younger students that haven't done this marching band thing before, so a little more challenging to get them going. But the music itself is not on par with what we've been doing the past 6, 7, 8 years.
What Elton John songs are you doing, like specific songs?
Okay. We start out with Funeral for a Friend, and then that just segues, that's a big musical word for goes right into. It goes right into Love Lies Bleeding. And then we slow things down and play Your Song, and then that's the title, so I just forget. And then we close with Saturday Night's Alright.
Alright.
HHS is a great school with a lot of great people.
The school is getting more and more diverse and has people from all different types of backgrounds here.
It's important that every student feels like they belong in the school.
So we went out with the student climate team to talk about just that. So what is student climate?
What is school climate? And we have 3 goals. We want to make the school a more positive place to be. There's a lot of negativity out in the world, and we just want our school building to be a place that feels welcoming and inviting. The second part of that is being inclusive, including people that come from different places that have different experiences, and making sure that they feel welcome and part of our school community. And the last part is safety, which safety kind of encompasses all those things. If you don't feel like you're included, if you feel like people are being negative, you're not going to feel like you're in a safe place to learn and to grow as a human being. So that's kind of our goal, is just to make the building a place that is a better place to be, and a place that is a positive part of our community.
And how many students are a part of this program?
Right now, we probably have 20 to 25 students that have filled out their paperwork to be, and by paperwork, I just mean they've given me information about themselves to be part of School Climate. We purposely chose this year not to audition students. In the past, it's kind of been part of the STARS Peer Leader program, but we decided that it doesn't really it's not congruent with our goal of inclusivity to audition people to be part of the club. So we would want people to just be able to be a part that want to be a part. So anyway, we are 25 and counting, so please come join. We'd love more voices to be heard.
Our new assistant principal, Mrs. Jascott, has came up with a great new idea for a book club.
She wants all teachers and students to read the same book titled The Hate You Give.
We wanted to give you guys an insight on the author's motivation for writing the book.
And if you didn't know, the movie is coming out on October 19th.
So read the book, then watch the movie.
Hi, I'm Angie Thomas, and I'm here to discuss the inspiration behind my novel, The Hate You Give. The Hate U Give is about 16-year-old Star who witnesses the murder of her best friend Khalil by a cop, and he was unarmed at the time. And the book is about a young girl who finds her voice and finds her activism. I was inspired to write the novel in 2010, right after the Oscar Grant case. Oscar was a young man who was killed by police. And at the time, I remember wondering what would happen if that took place in my neighborhood. How would we react? And all of these cases started coming out, and it just fueled me, and it fueled my frustration and my anger, but it also, I wanted to find a way to find hope. And I wanted to show the human side of all of these cases. I look at books as being a form of activism because a lot of times they'll show us a side of the world that we may not have known about. And so that's how the novel The Hate U Give came about. Tupac is a huge influence in the book. The title itself, The Hate U Give, actually comes from the tattoo everyone knows him for, the thug life across his stomach. It actually stood for The Hate U Give, Little Infants F's Everybody. THUGLIFE. And since we didn't want a long title, we just went with The Hate U Give. Tupac is definitely my favorite rapper, and I say that because he wasn't just a rapper. He was an activist in his own way. And I related to that because he used music as a form of activism. Tupac had this poem called The Rose That Grew from Concrete. It's a metaphor for young people who grow up in bad circumstances, but they're still roses, you know. And so I tried to make Star and Seven and all the kids in the book, they're roses in concrete to me. They're kids who are growing up in bad circumstances and bad situations, but they're still roses. They're still good there, they're still shining, there's still something to be in awe of. And so I feel like that was a big influence in the book, and it's one of those minor things that people may not notice, but in a way it's huge to me. And I hope that if nothing else, it will help people who may not understand our feelings during these cases. I hope that it will help them understand. I even more so hope that it will help young people who are angry and who are sad and frustrated when this happens. I hope it gives them a voice and helps them to see their own feelings in paper and see that they're not alone in feeling like that. I want to give them hope in a sense.
Hey Tony, have you signed up for any clubs yet?
No, I'm a loser.
Well, there's an opportunity for you not to be a loser. I snuck down to the Club Rush booth when no one was there, and this is what I found. This week at HHS is Club Rush Week, and there are a lot of clubs here we have to offer, and here are just a few. This is Spanish Club. This is Skills USA. Photography Club. Join DECA. Interact Club. Shake Club. This is FCCLA. This is UNICEF Club. French Productions. Young Women's Studies Club. HHS FFA. This is the Golden Sparks Club. This is the International Thespian Society. And last but not least, Sign Club. Don't forget to sign up and get involved in what HHS has to offer. If you don't know, FFA is having a fundraiser by selling mums.
Whose mom are they selling?
No, Tony, not moms, mums, the plant.
Oh, wait, the one at the greenhouse?
Yes, yes. This is all the information you need.
So, what are you selling and what is it for?
Well, we're holding our annual chrysanthemum sale. So that's our fall fundraiser through the greenhouse. Mm-hmm. It started yesterday, so from 8 to 4 we're open all week long until Friday or until we sell out. So it's based on first come, first serve basis. Each of the mums are in 3-gallon pots. We have 5 different colors. So we have orange, red, purple, white, and yellow. $12 each. They're in 3-gallon pots. I'm not sure if I said that or not.
Okay, and then what are the proceeds going towards?
The proceeds go to help our students go to National Convention, which happens in October. It also helps students who have not yet purchased their own FFA jackets. They can use the proceeds from the mums that they sell to actually get their jacket.
All right, thank you, Ms. Garrison.
Chick-fil-A.
Bojangles.
Chick-fil-A.
Bojangles.
Chick-fil-A.
Bojangles!
It's Chick-fil-A.
No, it's not!
Excuse us. We were just having an argument over which chicken biscuit we think is better. I think it's Chick-fil-A.
And I think it's Bojangles. So we asked teachers and students to figure out which chicken biscuit is better, Chick-fil-A or Bojangles.
Chicken nugget, biscuit nugget in a biscuit nugget, biscuit nugget in a biscuit nugget, biscuit nugget in a biscuit. Dip it all in mashed potato nugget, biscuit nugget in a.
All right, Mr. O, in your opinion, which chicken biscuit is better, Chick-fil-A's or Bojangles?
Bojangles, because Bojangles gives you the option of spicy or original.
Chick-fil-A.
In my personal opinion, I believe that Bojangles is better. One being that it is way bigger. Two, I mean the seasoning, it's just like hard to beat. Get on my shot. It's hard to beat, so Bojangles.
Okay, and I think Chick-fil-A because I've actually never had Bojangles because I like the way Chick-fil-A tastes, so why go to another one, you know? So yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Which chicken biscuit do you prefer, Bojangles or Chick-fil-A?
I don't care, I'm still getting my chicken biscuit.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Neither.
Neither.
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, hands down.
Chick-fil-A.
In my opinion, Chick-fil-A has a better biscuits just because they're more juicy and like when you bite into it, it's not very scaly. Chick-fil-A.
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 You know, personally, I would say Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Alright. Okay, I've actually given this a lot of thought, and I really love the chicken for Chick-fil-A. I don't know if I've even had a chicken biscuit from Bojangles, but I had their hash browns once, and they actually have onions in it, so they kind of get a plus from me for that. So I'm kind of, you know, in and out. So yeah, I think Bojangles is winning now.
Whoa, that's weird. I'm gonna go get a nugget now because I'm kind of hungry. Possibly a biscuit as well, maybe some mashed potatoes, and then dip.
As many of you may have seen, about a month ago, a play from the Hendersonville freshman team made it onto SportsCenter.
We caught up with Jamerson Warden, the freshman who caught the pass, and asked him about his experience, and this is what he had to say.
Okay, we heard that you were on SportsCenter. What was your first reaction when you found out you were on?
Our first reaction, it was really cool, really excited. It was like a surreal feeling. It was great for all of us.
And do your friends mention it a lot during school?
Not so much anymore, but especially when it happened. My friends mentioned it, other people came up that I didn't even know, so that was cool.
Do you know why it would be on SportsCenter?
Probably because of the way Luke broke all those tackles and then just threw it to me. And really, it was at the end of the game, no time on the clock. That's
and did it change the game a lot because you caught the pass?
Yeah, I think that added more pressure on us as a team. And sometimes teams can fold or get better with that pressure. So we have to see going on through the season.
So, do you think there will be any more plays like that during the season, you feel? Or would that be just like once?
I mean, it's definitely possible. I don't know, of course, but it's definitely possible something else like that.
Hi, today we have one question. It's from Anonymous. Anonymous says, so I used to like this guy, but he acted like he liked me, and then he tossed me aside after he lost his interest. He treated me like I was a bad person and tried to separate me from all of my friends and family by telling me that they didn't like me. He even would threaten to injure himself if I didn't respond to his texts fast enough or how he wanted me to. I've completely separated myself from him, but now he's going after my best friend, and I'm trying to warn her, but she's just not listening. What do I do? Well, he obviously seems like he needs to manipulate people to feel like he's confident in himself. It seems like by threatening to hurt himself, he wants to guilt trip you to stay with him. And it's nice that you came to your senses and left. But if he wants to convince other people to do that as well, it's really not healthy. I think that you should talk to your friend and tell this, like, exactly how you felt when he did this to you and how it affected your interpersonal relationship. Your friend starts to go out with this guy, they may not be able to be your friend anymore. A crystal clear sign of manipulators is if they try to isolate you and cut you off from other people. I think it's a really unhealthy relationship, and you should really tell your friend what's going to happen to them. That's all the questions we have. Send in one at tristan.ask@yahoo.com.
Hi, I'm Bailey Smith, and every week we take a bunch of pictures. And this week I managed to capture a few of them. I hope y'all have a beautiful day.
Outside, outside it's cold. That wild wind, oh mad, winter's on a roll. But if you could come a little closer, you could keep me warm, and we could leave our mittens in the drawers. It's a beautiful day to be with you. It's a beautiful day to be with you. Oh, when I see your face, it's true. The skies are bright and blue. It's a beautiful day to be with you. Outside it feels like rain. These old knees, they tell me thunder's on the way. But if you could come a little closer, that's all I would need. April showers become distant memories. It's a beautiful day to be with you. It's a beautiful day